Actually from Indiana, from Indianapolis. Kind of always stayed in the Bloomington area. A good friend of mine, I was always into computers, and I'd be networking desktops in my living room, just weird little projects. And he already worked for 5-Star. And he was like, every time he'd come over, he'd be like, man, you need to get a job with 5-Star. And it was my biggest worry is like, do I make my hobby my career? And it was a pretty good move. Been happy with 5-Star ever since. When anybody asks, I always kind of start easy and I just say basic desktop and network support. You never know what the day is going to bring. Some day you're just replacing mice. Other days you're, hopping in on switches. Different every day. Growing up, probably Mr. Lundy in high school math. He had a really fun Boston accent. Actually, he was one of the teachers I had to talk to the most. Because between stats and probability and all those other classes, just because like he was an odd guy to where he would follow the book, but then he'd make up his own tests. So I always had to kind of pick his brain to see how he worked it out, because it was different than the book. So I always had to kind of talk to him to see his flavor, because man, his tests were hard. I mean, we all love fixing stuff. So when you get that big project and you get to the end of it and it all just works, that is pretty glorious. I like coming into the buildings and all the kids are like, hey, it's the computer guy. It's always nice to be welcomed. And in this district, I kind of get to spread around a little bit and visit all the buildings and, all the oddball kind of issues. So it's really fun getting to be a presence in all the buildings. And honestly, that's the balance. That's the hardest part of it, is trying to support the teachers, give them what they need, but then being able to do it for all teachers. Or the horrible, no, we can't do that, but here's what we can do to help you accomplish that same goal. I think a lot of 5-Star and the employees that we have, not only do we have technology-minded people that know what they're doing, but nice people as well. People that you can talk to and bring up even like a little thing that might be bugging you. We can probably fix it, and we don't know unless we hear. So, some people tend to just kind of deal with it. Because, in technology, you only get to hear about stuff if it's not working. Silence is pretty much golden. Like we said earlier, we like to fix stuff. So it's nice to be able to work with them and make everyone happy, or as happy as we can be.